Tricky trying to get the depth when you're just hitting against corrugation, so you've got to keep stepping back.
Yes.
I'm here today with Vivian from the Margaret River Historical Society. Now Viv, why is Jacob painting this beautiful mural behind us today?
Well, we've got lots of exciting things happening, especially next year in March, because it will be the centenary of group settlement in Margaret River and the districts. And we have 30 groups represented. And I've asked Shaky if he would come down and do the mural on the old cart sheds, because it's depicting the story of group settlement, how it started and works its way through with the logging and the dairy, and it's looking really, really good, and we're really excited to have him down here because he's excellent.
And what other things do you have planned at the Historical Society to celebrate our town in Margaret River turning 100?
We've got all the schools are being involved, and we've got the school children, and at the moment I'm making banners for each school to represent one of the groups, which I said there was 30 groups in all, and so they'll all be represented, and the schools are going to decorate all the banners, and also the school children will be marching down the main street and coming to the old settlement with the banners. And we're going to have lots of exciting things happening with bands on here, bush bands, and people who do the old crafts. We've got lots of vintage cars coming. So it's going to be quite a big day. And then at the end of the day, we're going to have a film show.
Wow, what a great way to celebrate, and it seems like we're really going to be going back in time.
Yes, we will. Thank you.
No worries, thank you, Viv.
What's happening today, John?
Well, we're thinking we're setting up and we're trying to keep the rain away. Every now and again a little split, but we're confident. And in an hour's time I'll be heading up to set up for the march. So, fingers crossed. All right? All good.
I'm just coming to get jars of preserves to put on the store.
And he's crying. Wave to Craig, everyone. No one's waving.
What's going on here?
We're transferring some jarred jams to the tent over here.
Rapid Landing School. Okay, yes, I'm Viv Halsell, President of the Margaret River Historical Society, and it's 100 years celebration of group settlement in our district. And so we're having a big parade down the street, and lots of things happening down at the old settlement. And so hopefully everybody will have a fun day marching with the school banners, and the weather is holding off, and it's going to be a fantastic day.
Towards you.
Hello, my name's Ian Earl. Congratulations to the Historical Society for all their efforts today. This is a really good thing to commemorate. It really did open up the Augusta Margaret River region and the whole of the southwest to a great agricultural area. And it was only really through the work of the group settlers we got there, even though a lot of those didn't have a very pleasant time.
Hi, my name is Sue Palmer and I'm from Perth to celebrate with the people here for the centenary. And my grandparents came out as early settlers in 1922 as part of the original groups down here, and they were group 57. And today my son Chris will carry one of the banners that the Rapids Primary School at Rapids Landing made 3 banners, and they fit together as a landscape. So Chris will carry one of them, and it's so exciting to be here. It's a little nod at history and a little touch of heritage. Beautiful.
Rapids Landing, they'll be walking side by side. Well, we're just setting up now, and we're just waiting for the trad band to arrive, and then we'll get the show on the road, I think.
We're just flying behind them.
I'm Ellie, I'm the Scout Leader in Margaret River, and we're here to support the parade to celebrate 100 years of European settlement, and we've all got our banners ready and we're about to march down to the old settlement buildings.
Oh, us, all of us.
See, that was meant to be. Get in the line, Carradale. Oh, well done.
Oh, over the top.
Down by the riverside. Very good. Oh,
And then start feeling better. Then just
So this one has, these are the teeth, and each one scribes a line down each side, so they're bent like this. These ones in here are called the rakers, they're like planes.
I used to say with Jen, back in the 1700s.
Doesn't necessarily have a red top on because we run over.
Hello. We've got 3 along here. The music that they're playing
Aren't you cute? Hi. You're so beautiful.
Have you seen the tiny little
Sure, I mean, I like the ducks. The duck
I'm Ian Noakes. I'm here to represent our family, I suppose. My grandparents came out from England in 1929, January 19, or at Christmas 1928. On their way to New South Wales, got convinced that they should come and have a look at the group settlement in Margaret River, so they took up an option, a block that the original inhabitants had walked off, so there was nobody there. So they came to our farm, which was on Warnaglen Road, Forest Grove, about 20 kilometres from town. A few acres of pasture, and got to the house and it was totally unfurnished, and managed to be able to borrow a single bed off their neighbour until supplies got delivered to them a few days later. So, yeah, and so they. My grandfather was a dairy farmer in England, so he had skills that probably a lot of group settlers didn't have, and they survived quite well. And stayed on that farm until 1948, when ill health struck, and sold the farm to my father, who then married their daughter, my mother. So my mother was born there in 1929, and so she's still alive, but she moved off the farm last year to a nursing home. So yeah, she's pretty well lived all her life on that farm, so it's been a bit traumatic for her to leave. Yeah. What does today mean to you? I think it's great to celebrate the history. Just some of the things I read of my family's, my grandmother's notes, then you realise, it was a pretty tough existence, and it was sheer hard work that got them through, she said through the Depression they were never short of food because they had pigs. They used to milk cows and separate cream, feed pigs with the skim milk, sell the cream. They had chooks and, and really good veggie growing country. So they had plenty of food. They just had to make their clothes out of old flour bags, used flour bags because they couldn't afford clothes, and work boots were too expensive to buy pretty well. So, it's a different world, but, it's grown from there to the stage. I have 2 sons. We have 2 sons that have taken over the farm now, and there's half a dozen kids, so it'll probably, we milk a lot more cows now than then, but probably go on for another generation. Yeah.
You're part of
that
group.
Thank you back here. Thank you very much. No worries. Thank you. Yeah.
So this is coffee.
Which one?
This drink.
Yeah, that's fine.
And there's coffee.
So it's doing the same thing. So like that left one is dark.
Hey,
Hi, I'm Nikki. I'm a journalist at the Augusta Margaret River Mail. I'm here at the beautiful old settlement in Margaret River for the anniversary celebrations of the 100th year of the group settlement of the Augusta Margaret River Shire. And it's absolutely stunning. The weather is beautiful and everyone, the whole community is here, I think. And it's absolutely stunning. I'm very happy. Beautiful.
We've got Doris here. She's one of our eldest daughters of a Greek settler. She's 97 years young. Bob and John Farrell have made this beautiful statue depicting Greek settlers arriving. And none of us have seen this.
One on each side.
You get near the big bloke. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'll get on the short side. That's nice. She's more my height.
Years were bitter hard, sand scrub and tall gum tree. The jarrah limbs were trimmed and sawn for the hut in the hillside lane. We lived in splendid luxury on the riverbank of the Nile, and watched in awe as the Monahans toiled for their homes.
Kingston Bakery in Margaret River have donated the cake. So if you'd like to cut the cake, Pat, trust me. I can't help it.
Hey.
You can have a piece.
Organised? Yeah. Out to
Hopefully you'll remember where it is. Yeah. I don't think I'll be here in 100 years.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the finish of our official presentations and unveiling, and now come and enjoy yourself. There's some beautiful attractions around the whole area, and thanks for the tents and for the microphone.
Well, thanks so much for taking the time to talk to us today at Radio Margaret River Shaky. The mural looks absolutely amazing, and all our listeners should come down to the old settlement to check it out.
No worries, thanks very much.
Sorry.
Pictures of those. Max, you'll have to say back, Max. And only for kids.
And you've got to scan the QR code on your phone.
I'd like to welcome Bill Bunbury to the stage. He's just going to give an introduction to the movie. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Can you all hear me despite the rain? I've got the pleasure of introducing Nelma Honey shortly, and I've been asked to give a bit of background to group settlement in general. The history of it is quite interesting. In the UK, after World War I, there was enormous unemployment.
I didn't rise, so I thought, oh, that's no good. I buried it in the garden.
It's been a good day so far. We walked down the parade down the main street in the dry weather. The sun was shining. And we got to the old settlement, and we managed to get all the speeches done, and then it started to rain. But guess what? The settlers did it tougher than us. They walked in the mud with the prams, so that was nothing to us. Especially at the end of the day, when you've got a nice Cape Mentel wine.
Oh, it's been an absolutely fantastic day. Huge amount of work by the volunteers of the Historical Society, truly amazing. I think the highlight for me was when I was walking down the street. I saw a couple of old people looking at the banners and they had a tear in their eye, and I thought, well, that's a great day.
No, I can't think of any more.
Right, about who's looking forward to the next 100 years?
I don't think we'll be here for the next 100, but we've got a nice big donated cake in there for all the volunteers, and we're going to tuck into that tomorrow. And Pauline's going to come down because she's been my rock and never say die partner. And so I think after wading through all the red tape, we've had a very successful 100-year celebration.